And good evening, welcome to the Movie Trio. I am Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
And tonight we're reviewing, another late review, We're the Millers. Rated R. Starring Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Emma Roberts, Ed Helms, Will Poulter, Nick Offerman, Catherine Hahn, Molly Sequin, a bunch of other people, and Luis Guzman. Directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber. I wanted to say Thunder because that's what it looked like at first, but written by Bob Fisher and others. It says I'm not going to go into all that. Josh, what is a quick summary of this film?
Okay, quick summary is with cameras.
David Clark.
David Clark is pretty much a drug dealer. I guess you could say like middle class drug dealer. He lives in an apartment, and all day he just waits until his customers call him needing more marijuana. And pretty much in this building, he has a crush on Jennifer Aniston's character, Rose, who lives in the apartment, but she doesn't like him because he's a drug dealer. And also in his building is a little kid named
A young kid.
Kenny.
A little kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Teenager named Kenny, who pretty much is abandoned because his mom went out one night and never came back. And pretty much one night while he's talking to Kenny, they see the homeless girl that hangs around their neighborhood, Casey, getting not beat up, but getting kind of like I guess bullied, I guess, because they want her phone. And
because the bitch is homeless, like she's got an iPhone 5.
Yeah. And pretty much Kenny likes her, so he's like, "Oh, let's go help her." So he runs across the street, and his name David is like, "No, what are you doing? Just leave her alone." So pretty much she goes over there, and pretty much they try to help her out, but Kenny ends up telling the guys who are robbing Casey that Kenny tells them that David is a drug dealer, and they're like, "Oh," so they just mug him and they take all of his stuff, and so now David owes money to Brad, who wants him to go across the border to pick up a shipment of marijuana, and in order not to bring attention to himself, he decides to hire Kenny, Casey, and Rose to pose as his family. And that's my story.
Pretty much just as you see in the trailer, and hilarity ensues. So, yeah. What did you guys think of the film?
I liked it, actually. I was very surprised. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. It didn't seem like my kind of flick, but it turned out to be one.
It was pretty good. It was a lot funnier than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like, because it could have been a hit or miss. It could have been a really good movie or a really bad movie, and it was actually good. So that's obviously surprising, but also very good. What do you guys think about the acting in the film?
I thought it was good. I don't know. Jennifer Aniston didn't play a believable stripper. I've met strippers. They don't act like that. That's it. I don't know. I think everybody else was fine. That's it.
You mean the actress who is not a stripper? I was joking.
I thought the acting was good. I like what's his face. Can't remember his name, the one that played the agent.
Oh, Nick Offerman.
Yeah, I thought he was really funny in the movie. And then I like that one guy who Casey tries to pick up. The guy who works at the fair.
Oh, yeah, the fair guy. That was funny. I don't know what his name was.
Scotty P.
Scotty P. That's right. That was funny.
Nick Offerman played as Don, but that was funny too. I don't know. I like the acting in the film also. Like everybody played a funny role.
I forgot what was his tattoo?
Oh, no regrets, but it was misspelled.
Yeah, no regrets.
No regrets. Yeah.
It's funny. So you missing anything or not? He's like, no, man, no regrets. He's like, not a letter or a vowel.
Yeah.
It's funny. But yeah, everybody had a funny role. Like everybody was cast really well. Like even Jennifer Aniston, I'm not like a huge fan of hers or anything like that, but she did pretty well. Except in the scene where you have to watch her dance, because I didn't really find her appealing whatsoever. But I did laugh at that part with the character Kenny, who kind of grabs himself.
Oh, that was gross. And he was like, "Answer respect. That's your mother."
That was funny.
That was funny.
It was funny too because they end up running to another drug dealer, and the character David is telling the drug dealer, he's like, this is my family. He's like, this is like cheap stripper. He's like, oh yeah, thanks, Dave. That was funny. And then I also like how Luis Guzman plays the police officer who pulls him over after they pick up the shipment, and pretty much he's gonna get his payoff, or what is it? Or he could be paid in sexual favors. And he's like, Rose, I'll suck his
suck his dick. And she's like, what? Suck his dick. That's funny.
I know, yeah. I also like the guy who played Kenny. His character was like, he was dumb, but it was still funny.
He was naive. Wasn't dumb. Well, he was a little dumb, but he was more naive than dumb.
Like the part where they teach him how to kiss, and that girl, Melissa, comes in.
She's like, I gotta
go. I won't spoil that.
No,
I'll go out to spoilers. But what did you guys think about like the writing and directing of the film?
Thought it was good. Thought it was, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be that funny. Because just like watching the previews and stuff, I was like, When I watched it, I was like, alright, I can see this. That's it.
I thought the writing was pretty good. A lot of funny points.
I don't know. It did have funny parts, had its jokes, had its kind of dirty humor, which I liked about it. But also, even then, like the storyline, obviously, it wasn't meant to like be what do you call it, suspenseful or surprising. You know what I mean? You kind of know where it's going, you know, more or less. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. I think what really put it over the top was just that cast. You know, with anybody else who could have pulled it off, obviously, you know, would have gone bad.
So I think they should have got Robin Williams.
Oh my gosh, that'd have been terrible.
Could have played the Don's part.
That would have been funny. Actually, I could have.
They should have got Robin Williams to be the main character.
No way. Terrible. Yeah, terrible. But
then I'd call it RV Part 2.
Terrible too.
Fucking awful movie. Golly.
Never saw it.
You didn't miss anything. Terrible. Fuck. Alright. Get that foul taste out of my mouth.
Alright, so I guess we can jump into the spoilers, because obviously it's like there's a lot of funny parts that you don't want to spoil because it does give away the storyline, and you know. So if you haven't seen the film, you probably would have by now. But
If you wanted to see it, you would have seen it.
pretty much. But if you haven't seen the film and you don't want anything spoiled, obviously take a pause and then come back afterwards. Hear our thoughts on the rest of the film. If you don't care about spoilers at all, then you can keep on listening. So yeah. Spoiler alert, Josh.
Woo!
Alright, so yeah, that was just spoiler alert.
A little late.
I know it was. Better late than never.
Yeah, well,
But, alright. Excuse me. Alright, so what do you want to... Who wants to spoil something first?
Hey. Told you.
Okay.
Anyways. I don't know. Go ahead, Josh. Start us off. Start us off, buddy.
I like that part when pretty much during the middle of on the way back from Mexico, they run into Don and his wife and family, and pretty much as soon as they cross the border, what's his name, David wants to get back as soon as possible, so he starts speeding everywhere. And the thing is, though, they're in an RV, and an RV can only handle so much, so he ends up blowing the radiator hose. So pretty much Don comes by, and he's like, oh yeah, we'll help you out and everything. So in the middle of the night, they're like, oh, well, we'll just get their keys and then steal their radiator hose, and then we'll just leave. So
that's my part.
Huh?
Go ahead.
And then pretty much like as soon as they go in there, it's like he tells Jennifer Aniston, okay, you go in there. So yeah, we'll slit their throats, right? It's like, so what? No, we're not gonna slit their throats. Just gonna take the keys. So what? So that's where I thought you were going with this whole thing. But
the guy of Scarface. But yeah, that was a pretty funny part. And then I like the charades.
Yeah.
You see it in the trailer.
Black Cock Down.
And then, like I said, also after that, because the guy Kenny likes Nick Offerman's daughter, Melissa, and he's never kissed a girl before, so he has no idea how to do it. And so, what's her name? Casey obviously offers to help him since they're not related. So she tries to practice with him kissing, and then Rose comes in. And it was funny that too, because David walks in, and then Kenny's like, "Oh, it's not what you think." He goes, "Well, actually, we're not related, so it is what you think." And then obviously, it's like joke there. I know. So Rose and Casey end up teaching Kenny how to kiss, and they're taking turns kissing him. And that girl Melissa just so happens to walk in, and she's like, "Oh my gosh," because obviously she thinks that they're all related, so it looks like a weirdo fest. And Dave is there taking a picture, the whole thing too.
He's like, yeah, I want to get a picture of your first time.
Is there eating chips and anything?
Yeah.
And it was funny too, because Dave was like, "So use your hands. So many fun things.
Fun things for you to play with, and you're not even using them."
So yeah, but I love that part. Farther down, like towards the end of the movie, when they run into Don and his family again, and then Melissa's just so disgusted with Kenny and them. And so she's like telling her mom, "Oh, can we just leave?" Because, what was it? Melissa's mom, is there talking to him, and then she's like, "I don't understand what's wrong." Oh, her name was Edie. But she's like, "I don't understand what's wrong." And then Melissa goes, "Oh, these are sick people," stuff like that. And then, what is it? Edie goes, "Oh my gosh, my daughter knows."
It's like, "I'm sorry, but when you've been married for as long as me and your father," and she was like, "Oh no."
And then she's like, he just falls out down there. It's like what is it, a hot dog in a hallway?
Oh, terrible. Oh, so gross.
It was funny. It's like a hot dog in a hallway.
I'm not as tight as I used to be. Ugh.
So funny. It was gross but funny.
Fucking die if my parents ever said anything like that. Oh my god.
That was funny. That was hilarious though. And then Melissa's like, "Oh my god." But yeah, there's a lot of funny parts. I don't know, anything else for you guys?
I don't know. Overall there were a lot of funny parts in the movie. I don't know. I don't really have.
I think that's the only bad part. Is like if you told all the funny parts, you'd pretty much tell the entire film.
Kind of, pretty much.
Like every scene had something funny going on in it. I like the part with we see it in the trailer also, where Kenny gets bit by the spider, and what is it?
You saw that in the trailer?
Yeah, it's in the the restricted trailer. I like that part because Rose is like, "Kenny, I can't help you. Don't show me." And then he pulls out his pants, and no, actually before he does it, Casey goes, "Come on, we've all seen it."
Come on, we've all seen a dick before. Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. And then doesn't he fall over? Then Dave, Rose tells Dave, "So pick him up." Then he's like, "Well, he might be dead."
If he's dead, we're leaving him.
Yeah, that was funny. I don't know, like I said, we all agree, there's just a lot of funny parts in this film. I don't know, anything else that really sticks out to you guys, or?
No, I think we kind of covered a good amount of the stuff that really popped.
I don't know, do you think that they would make a sequel to this film? And if they did, is it a good idea, or would you watch it at all?
I think I would, because the first movie was pretty funny, and then it showed them being relocated, so it wouldn't be out of the question to make a sequel to follow up. What?
I don't know, does it really make any sense to make a sequel? Because it can't be about the same thing, like, oh.
Well, I'm not saying to make it the same thing, or I'm just saying it wouldn't be so far-fetched for them to make a sequel continuing where they, I don't know, I'm just saying.
Well, the thing is, you could continue it, and obviously, you know what I mean? There is another place to go with it. Obviously, it can't be the same as the first one, because that would just be stupid. It's like, you know what I mean? Unless it's like they are actually undercover, you know what I mean? Yeah. Something like that, but...
So it wouldn't make sense, because they've already been revealed, so...
Yeah, pretty much. But either way, though, I don't know. Well, Josh, if they made a sequel, would you watch it?
I don't know. It depends on what it's about.
Okay. I don't know. I think there's space or room for a sequel, possibly. But obviously, it goes into dangerous territory when you make a sequel, you know. But, yeah, hopefully. I think I would watch it just to watch it. Excuse me, I keep burping everywhere. But,
Okay, calm down with that.
I'm sorry, I don't know why. It keeps hitting me.
So excited.
Personal skipper.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. Any other thoughts on this film at all, or?
No, not really. We kind of covered them.
I was thinking about it. Who do you think is somebody? Was it you, Sherry, who was talking about Jennifer Aniston in the film? Who would he have replaced her with?
Isla Fisher.
Is that?
Isla Fisher? She's the. Well, I know she was in Now You See Me. The redhead. She was also in, what other movie was it? She's been in more movies, none of them are really coming to mind right now.
Oh, that girl. She was in Wedding Crashers, Home and Away, Ringo. She's also in the new version of Arrested Development, The Great Gatsby, The Rise of the Guardians, Bachelorette. I don't know, a bunch of other films. I don't know, like I said, I don't know. I figured it would have came up with somebody else. Somebody...
I don't know, she just popped into my head. I don't know why. Oh, probably because we saw, the magic one.
Oh, Now You See Me. I keep getting that confused with Now You're Next.
You're next. It's not even now.
Whatever, it sounds like that seems like what it should be.
I don't know. Who would be a convincing stripper? I don't know. Can't really think of anybody.
Yeah, everybody's making noise with these markers here. Josh, who do you think would play a better stripper than Jennifer Aniston?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of people who are funny.
What about Amy Poehler?
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Tina Fey. What's her name from King of Queens?
Oh, Leah Remini.
She hasn't been in anything big. Like she'd be kind of out of place. Like,
yeah.
What do you think about her as?
Well, no, you can't even say that because the girl who played the homeless girl wasn't really super famous or anything.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the funny part is, what was it? Your sister? What's her name? The one who played Casey? Emma Roberts. She's like, oh, she beat her boyfriend or something like that. She read the gun.
Oh, yeah, she was yeah, apparently, abuse runs in that family, and she beat her boyfriend. She was charged with, domestic, battery or something, assault. I don't know, something like that, but yeah.
The funny part is...
was like, oh man, she beat her boyfriend, and just going on. I was like, okay.
Your sister, for some reason, has to read the gossip pages and...
No, she does. I don't know why. She just does. She likes that shit.
It was funny, too, because I didn't even know Emma Roberts was related.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy with this.
Well, the funny part is, I didn't even know Emma Roberts was related to Eric Roberts and Julia Roberts.
I didn't either. I had no idea.
I just thought it was a coincidence that her name was, her last name was Roberts.
I didn't even know what her name was.
Neither did I. So your sister pointed it out.
She was like, oh, she's that whoever. I was like, I don't know.
She was like, that woman beater, or man beater.
Man beater, yeah.
Did you ever hear that?
Did she actually say that? She always says that.
I don't know. I don't recall.
If she hears a story or something about somebody beating their significant other, she's like, oh, whoever beat her, or male or female beat her.
I always remember on the radio, the morning show, they always play that clip. Because what is it? That Guerrero guy who fought Floyd Mayweather, and that guy's dad went up to the podium and he's like, oh, we're going to beat that woman beater.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I don't know. It was funny because they always play that clip, woman beater. Wasn't he must have learned that from his dad or something?
That's terrible.
And then his son lost to Floyd Mayweather.
I bet he did.
Yeah, but either way, he actually got beaten pretty bad himself, which is pretty terrible. But anyways, all right. So, any other thoughts on We're the Millers or clothing thoughts? Closing thought. Oh,
If I was gonna recast the movie, I think I'd get Chris Tucker. As David. That one guy. What's his name? I can't think of anything. I'm trying to come up with a funny cast, but I can't.
I'm still thinking about that Scotty P. No regrets.
No regrets. That was terrible.
So that tattoo.
That should be my next tattoo. Never mind the rest of the back piece that I was thinking. I'm just gonna get no regrets.
All right. So no other closing thoughts from anybody. Yeah, I know. Other than spoiling all the joys.
So I'll spoil a fucking joy.
I was thinking about other than spoiling the other jokes, you know what I mean? It's there's not really a lot to talk about. I don't know. Is this a film you gotta watch in theater or a rental?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's coming to its end time in the theater, so I'd say rental.
I think it's a movie you can watch anytime, pretty much.
I agree. It is one of those, if you need something entertaining but also a good laugh. I don't know. I don't know about buying it. I think I don't know, probably maybe. That's a maybe file, but I definitely rented, though. It's one of those you gotta see just because it is funny.
It is.
It's not like one of those where it's oh man, you gotta see it, but it is funny. Mm-hmm. It's entertaining if you got nothing else to watch.
Yep.
Actually, I think I would pick it over a few films if I had to make a choice. But anyways, all right. So excuse me again, burping. For the Millers review, the movie trio, you can like and subscribe on iTunes under the Movie Trio podcast. You can rate us as well. You can comment on there as well. Also at Twitter at the Movie Trio podcast. We're also on Facebook at the Movie Trio podcast. Gmail.com at the Movie Trio podcast. Gmail.com, sorry. Like I said, you can recommend, subscribe, you can share, you can, make a stocking stuffer since the holidays are going to come up soon. You can make a mixtape for your friends and family. I don't know, it was just a joke. Obviously, everybody's looking at me funny, why would you do that? I know. So anyways, like I said, you can refer back to the episode box for any of that social media information that you may need. Like I said, share, recommend, subscribe. All right. So for the movie trio, I am Dana.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh. I got nothing.
You got nothing? It's what's a good line from that movie? So it's what is it? It's just
You will always be my special lover.
No, I like the part where I prefer the hot dog down a hallway. Throwing a weenie down a hallway.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.